membership continues to be the most supportive of everything that we do, to the point that for every birdie we're close to about $900 right now. So hopefully if we can make at least 10 birdies, that's $9,000. That's being divided up among 2 veteran families actually. So again, thank you for the membership. You guys are always very supportive of everything that we do. There is a second match going on, and it has to do with pride, and it has to do with the golf shop ownership, okay, primarily. And that is Harrison and I are playing a better ball against Gray and Sean. So again, thank everybody for participating, and we're going to try and move around the golf course pretty quickly here as well, and just trying to make as many birdies as we can. So thank y'all for being here. All right. Yeah.
So with that introduction to the match by Richard to a nice crowd on the first tee, he's got honors here on the first tee, and he's going to hit a 3 rescue down to the middle of the fairway. Although Richard doesn't spend a whole lot of time on the range practicing, he always plays well when he does tee it up, and he did here today as well. Not a whole lot of excitement on this first hole except for this shot by Gray, which actually hits the flagstick and bounds out to about 40 feet for a birdie putt, which he just rolls by. As we go through a recap of the round, we're going to concentrate on the birdie hunt that the guys were on for charity, and not so much on the match between Richard and Harrison and Sean and Gray. But to give you a look ahead on that match, Sean had a birdie putt on 18 of about exactly this length that he needed to make on 18 to preserve a 1-up lead and win that side bet. So let's see if Sean can roll in his first birdie putt of the day. No, it just slips by. So let's move along to number 2 and see if we can start making some birdies there. Gray hit a little gap wedge off the tee here, and he's left himself with a really nice looking downhill putt. I think this one is going to slide to the left. We'll see if he can knock this one in and earn $1,000 for the veteran families these guys are playing for today. And there's the first birdie. The over-under on the birdies was 10. Here's Harrison Brink. He looks like he's got a backbone made out of rubber the way he can turn so far behind the ball. Harrison knocked that one in, so we're up to $2,000 real quickly. So we'll step over to number 4 with Harrison having honors, and he makes that big turn behind the ball again and booms it down the fairway. Harrison had that drive out about 290 in the fairway and had some kind of a gap wedge probably to the green. He's left himself with about a 20-foot birdie putt. And boom! 2 in a row for Harrison. Off to a good start. Over to number 5, and we'll watch Sean and Gray mash it down the fairway here. Gray gets tremendous clubhead speed and just hits the ball up so high you wonder if it's ever going to come down. And here's his second shot, which is just a little right of the green. And here is Sean for his second shot. He sets up really nicely to the ball and has a perfect finish, and he's left himself after his third shot here with an easy little putt. He knocks that in, so that's $4,000. And Gray knocks this one in, so the guys are piling up the birdies quickly. Here's our long time and much loved head pro, Richard White. Playing with the young guns, he's knocked that one down pretty good, and he seems to like it quite a bit. Character that he is. And he's left himself about 155 out here on number 6. Nice swing, as always, very efficient. And he's got a really long birdie putt up the hill. A lot of break. It's always a tough putt. But not for Richard. $6,000. What a great putt. What a great pro we have at Willow Oaks. And what 3 great assistant pros we have at Willow Oaks. We're lucky to have all of them. We'll move along to number 10 here. No birdies on 7, 8, or 9, but the guys had several good chances, some putts that just lipped out. Sean hit a beautiful 3-wood here on number 10. leaving himself though with a difficult little pitch that just didn't carry quite far enough over the ridge, leaving this 40-foot putt, but it's no problem. Kaboom! So that gets us to $7,000 with an over-under of 10. They're well ahead of schedule here. Can they get it to $10,000? Here's Gray on number 11. He's probably hitting there. I didn't check, but he's probably hitting about a pitching wedge. The guys are playing from the blue tees today, so that's a long pitching wedge. But what do you think? Yep, $8,000. Here they all are on number 12. They've all given themselves a good chance on number 12 off the tee. Sean's got this going for the green with a short iron. He doesn't like it too much, but it's actually not too bad of a shot. Here's our pro Richard with a little flip wedge up. And he just misses that. This is where Sean left himself after his second shot. So he's hitting 3 here, and he knocks out a really nice bunker shot to within about 8 feet. So we've got Harrison coming down the slope here. He's 3 now, putting for 4. So I think you're going to like this. So $11,000, about $1,000 a hole. Not quite, but almost $1,000 a hole. Richard was talking to some of the members on the tee here at 14, and he told them he was going to play it the way members should play it. So he took out a little 4 rescue club here and hit it about 195 yards into perfect position in the fairway. Gray took a little different approach and bombed it over the trees to this spot on the 14th fairway, and this little pitch up to the green leaves him with a short birdie putt. So Gray steps up and knocks this one in, and Richard has hit his second shot from about 115 yards to here, and that's no problem. I'm going to go to 18 here. Here's all the guys hitting again. What great swings they all have, and Gray absolutely crushed this one. They GPS'd it up there at 325. You'll see he's way out there hitting a very small wedge into the green when we get to that point.
Now Paul Sinclair would be hitting a punch 9, but
or a full PW.
probably going to hit an easy snap.
Nice comments by
Whatever you're
Richard about
comfortable
one of our members. Very complimentary. Richard's got about 150 yards up to the green, and he left it off to the right, so he didn't give himself a good birdie opportunity. Sean's hit a beautiful putt here, or a beautiful second shot here. He and Gray were both about 120 yards out, or Harrison rather, and Harrison's just off to the side here with his second shot to the 18th green. He's got quite a lofted club, probably just a little gap wedge or a pitching wedge. Hit 115 yards out there. And he hit a really nice shot. We'll see in a minute where he put himself to. And this is Gray's drive, as I said, 320 yards and just a little half gap wedge up there. And he didn't give himself the birdie putt he wanted and wasn't able to roll it in. But here's Sean with a birdie putt that he needs to make to preserve a 1-up victory for he and Gray in the side bet match against Richard and Harrison. So that makes Harrison's birdie putt there academic for the match, but still another $1,000. These 4 pros put on a great show for the members who were out to watch them. Sean and Gray with 71s, Harrison with 72, and head pro Richard White with a 73. And they went way over the over-under line with 15 birdies and $15,000 for 2 deserving veteran families. And as the guys gather for a commemorative photo on 18, they're joined by Sean Minogue, another member of our Pro Shop staff. Sean served tours of duty in Iraq and in the Marine Reserves, and we thank Sean and all our members and staff who are veterans, and of course all the veterans around the world for their service to our country.
you.